Behind me sits one of the ultimate Mercedes supercars ever made, the top tier final iteration of the SLS AMG, the Mercedes SLS Black Series. So we've gotten 4 Black Series cars in America up to this point. The first SLK 55 Black Series never made it to America, so we had CLK, SL65, C63, and this SLS Black Series. There will be an AMG GT Black Series coming soon, but that's brand new, not available quite yet. With the SLS Black Series, it has the M159 6.2-liter naturally aspirated V8 shared with the SLS, but with revised internals, stronger internals, retuned to make 622 horsepower and 468 pound-feet of torque. That's more power, but slightly lower torque compared to the base car. But Mercedes did shorten the final drive ratio, make it feel plenty fast. 0 to 60 in 3.2 seconds, quarter mile in 11.1 at 130. But the Black Series isn't just about being the fastest in a straight line, especially not with this SLS. A lot of aggressive weight-saving measures were made, a lot of aggressive features to make this thing a well-handling, the best track-capable version of the SLS. So, carbon ceramic brakes, staggered wheels with Cup 2 tires on it, a ton of carbon fiber aerodynamics, carbon fiber hood to bring the weight down, lithium-ion battery to bring the weight down. This thing is the most rare, the most track-capable, and the most expensive of all the SLSs. And today, we're going to take it for a drive. In terms of exterior styling, the SLS Black Series is properly evil looking, especially finished in obsidian black. Black Series specific pieces, I mentioned a couple of them already. This hood is different, carbon fiber, extra vent here. The whole car is widened a bit. You've got these little carbon fiber canards, carbon fiber front splitter, widened air intakes up front, around back, fixed carbon, well, it's fixed carbon fiber wing, like it's not active aero, but there are little bolts that you can adjust the angle of wing to adjust your downforce. Carbon fiber rear diffuser, smoke tail lights. This thing looks just menacing on the road. It's wider, it's long. The hood is about the length of a football field. It is massive. Cabin has 2 seats in it and has going doors. That's the most important thing in my opinion, because I am a child and doors that go up are just awesome. Okay, so we are on the road again in the SLS. In terms of continuity, this is actually a couple weeks later. We had some technical difficulties with the previous round, so a couple weeks later, we're back in the SLS Black Series to finish up this review. In the intervening couple of weeks, I've just fallen more and more in love with this car. I kept thinking about it. Among all the cars I've driven, the Black Series is one that just has stuck in my mind. This SLS Black is so amazingly epic. That being said, we're also a couple weeks later now into October, and it is getting colder. It is starting to sprinkle a little bit of rain today. We are on Cup 2 tires, so we're definitely going to have less traction than the last time I drove this car. But I did drive it quite thoroughly last time, and it blew my mind away. To recap a couple of the numbers, 622 horsepower, slightly lower 468 pound-feet of torque, 7-speed dual-clutch transmission that's actually been lowered in the chassis for better handling. This thing is wider than the regular SLS2, way more aggressive, as we talked about with the exterior, the styling body kit, the aero. Also slightly lighter, but it's still decently heavy at 3,700 pounds. I think they dropped something like 150 pounds, lithium-ion battery, carbon ceramic brakes, so forth. But it's not a completely stripped out track monster. Make a left turn here. I got a C8 behind us, actually. I can already tell the car's gonna be a little more squirrely. Oh boy. Oh, this is power. The noises that this engine makes. So here's the other crazy thing. In the same day that I first drove this SLS Black Series, I also drove a Ferrari Pista, which obviously was way faster. The Pista was irresponsibly arrest me immediately fast, but the SLS still stood out to me more, and I wanted to drive it again instead of the Pista. Again, like, I'm not going to turn down the chance to drive a Pista, but if you handed me 2 keys with the 2 cars, I'd go, I want the SLS Black Series. Something about this car just really speaks to me. And And there is now going to be the AMG GT Black Series, which is supposed to have like 730 horsepower. It's going to cost a lot though. I think it's like $400,000. And for that kind of money, again, I haven't driven the GT Black Series yet, and I'm sure it's absolutely mind-blowing. I don't see what would make me want it over this, because the rarity of the SLS Black Series is a huge appeal. Regular SLSs were great cars, a little bit tail happy, actually a lot of bit tail happy, more GT oriented in the exotic lineup. The AMG GT never really was a true replacement. This was a higher priced, higher upmarket exotic vehicle with the doors that went up. Sure, it's a track monster and it's great to drive. I would totally buy an AMG GTS for the prices that they're trading at right now. This is a whole different league. In terms of actual value of the SLS Black Series, they started right at, I think, $276,800 in America. So most of respect in the $300,000 price range. And in the aftermarket now, in the used market now, most I've seen are right around that $400,000 plus, depending on mileage, conditions, options. They are very, very rare. 132 came to America. 132. That makes it more rare than your Pista, than your 675 LT, than almost every limited edition car. And because of that rarity, it feels more special, and I am fairly confident that it's a value buy, because it's going to hold and or go up. They don't make naturally aspirated massive AMGs anymore. They're all turbocharged now, and eventually they'll probably go hybridized. And the classic gull wing with the doors that go up, rarity, the name, the brand, it just, I love this thing. In terms of what is it like to drive on the road, well, it's firmer. The dampers are stiffened up and everything, and it doesn't have like a comfort or normal mode. It just goes straight to Sport and Sport Plus with the dampers right there. There's two little buttons. AMG suspension system, Sport Plus or Sport Plus or Sport. There is no comfort. There is no normal. Your dampers are Sport or Sport Plus. The 7-speed dual clutch rips off pretty quick shifts, nothing compared to the brand new DCTs and some of the latest exotics and things like that, but it's still plenty quick. It handles really well. I remember when it was warmer out and I was ripping on this thing hard, taking turns at speed. It just gripped. Wide Cup 2s, I think they're 275s by 19s up front and staggered up to 20-inch wheels and 325s in the back. That's pretty hefty and wide. Those carbon ceramic brakes, once you get some heat into them, smooth out. When they're cold, they are really grabby, but once you get some heat into them, they're fine. They're very, very strong. And then the sound that this car makes is I mean, you just become addicted to it. Naturally aspirated, revving up to almost 8,000 RPM. The sound, the power, it's the entire package. And it's comfortable too. I mean, I fit well at 6'3". I still have headroom here. The door isn't cutting off my head. You reach up, grab it, swing it down. It's spacious. It feels open. Again, remember the SLS at its base was a kind of more GT oriented car, so it's practical, spacious, comfortable. This turned it up a bit, but I would not say no to taking this on a road trip. Heated seats, no fancy toys, especially with the tech here. It does look a little bit on the more dated side, but this is the car that's all about driving. All right, we got a piece of straight road. Let's go. Oh my God. Oh my God. The cracks and pops on downshifts. This car is so fast. The power is linear. You see the giant hood in front of you, and they really did do a good job of calming this down and making it much more manageable. It does everything well. As you can tell, I very, very much love this car. Again, since it's been a couple weeks I drove it, I've seen it again, I've been in the car. I've been just thinking about it nonstop. And for, let's just say, $400,000, I legitimately, again, these are my personal preferences, could not think of another car I'd rather own. I would take this over an Aventador. It's more rare, for sure, than like an Aventador S. Even like an SV, I would rather drive this. SV is exciting, the noise, the V12, the looks is great. But this is more rare, and I genuinely think it is better to drive. Ferrari 812, again, Mike has one of those in the garage. I've spent time with that car. Is very good. It's more comfortable, a little more practical, and certainly a little bit faster. But the rarity of the car, what it stands for, the Black Series top tier trim, the history behind the Gullwing. It does everything for me. It checks all the boxes. And I just can't seem to check the box of having enough money to buy one of these, because I would do it. Oh, man. Oh, listen to that. Oh, my God. That was like half throttle. I would get in trouble with this car too. I mean, it is over 600 horsepower. I've spouted out all the technical facts already. I've talked about the engine, the transmission, tires, whatever, how it feels. And when you get to a really special car that you drive or you see and it never leaves your mind, it's a combination of all the things, and then there's that little extra intangible fizz, the excitement it gives you. And this is a car that has me motivated to keep working to try to afford one someday, and has me thinking about it all the time and just so excited to drive it. Even the overall experience is unmatched. I love this car so much. It fits exactly what I look for in an exotic like this. It's not hardcore mid-engine. It has some of the GT feel to it too, but the SLS Black Series is truly a special car. Thank you again so much to my good friend Mike at 312 Supercars. We're going to keep filming videos together. You're going to check out the ownership interview I did with him. We'll see how Mikey was on camera, talking about what it's like to have not one but two Black Series cars in the garage. They also have a CLK 63 Black Series too. Oh man, this car is just, it's everything. It does everything, and I love it. And I hope I was able to convey my absolute obsession of this car via video and with my slightly incoherent sentences. With that, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.